I think this video is gonna be like super quick. Not super quick, but I think it'll be like, I'm pretty sure it'll be like less than 15 minutes. No, you ain't. Top 20 video games in my life for me. This is my opinion. I'm not saying these are the best games ever made. Second to none. Well, obviously it had to be second to something because there's 20 of them. Number one, we starting out with Skate 3. Skate 3 came out in 2010. It is currently 2025. I only have Skate 3 on my Xbox One. If I ever plug in the Xbox One, guaranteed that's the first thing I'm playing every time. It was a couple months ago. I had my Xbox in the bathroom. I had my Xbox in the bathroom, right in that bathroom back there. And every time I went to take a shit, I was playing Skate 3. That instantly added like an extra 15 minutes to my poop time. 2, we got Warzone. Warzone is debatably one of the greatest battle royale ever made. The next thing on this list, in my opinion, is the best BR ever made. But Warzone is just iconic, bro. Verdansk, of course, Verdansk is back now, but nothing is never gonna be the same. It's not the same. The mechanics are different. The guns are different. Everything's just different. You know, you don't play with the same people you used to play with. It's not the same. But I had some of the greatest times on Warzone. Dead ass. Like, it was a couple years of just pure fun. Okay, no, that's a lie. It's not pure fun. I did a lot of raging, but I still had a lot of fun. It was probably one of the most rewarding games I've ever played in my life. Number 3, Apex Legends. In my opinion, is the greatest battle royale ever made. Yes, it is very difficult. Apex is probably the hardest game I've ever played. Like, I know somebody's gonna hear that and be like, "Oh, I think you're just bad at the game." Bro, if you compare Apex to any other shooting game, because there's always something new to learn. There's always more you can do. There's always like infinite ways you can combine your ults with your teams, and they're adding new characters every season. I think maybe like two seasons, maybe 3 seasons. They didn't add anybody. I played Apex for about a year and a half straight every day. I retired from Warzone, moved on to Apex, had a blast. I was never the greatest at Apex. I was never the greatest. I was solid though. I was decent. A lot of fun. Very difficult. Respectable. I main Pathfinder, by the way. It's something about not having that zip line that makes everything just feel too slow. 4, we're gonna go with Call of Duty. Not Warzone, but Call of Duty. All those multiplayer zombies campaigns, bro. So many of us grew up with those. Like, I'm 25. I played every Call of Duty except for World at War, and I think World War II. I really kind of stopped playing Call of Duty after, I want to say maybe like Infinite Warfare, maybe Advanced Warfare, one of those. Side note, Advanced Warfare, that was the Call of Duty I think I was the best at. Advanced Warfare, I was a beast. That was my best performance overall in any Call of Duty game. Black Ops 2 is the best. Modern Warfare 3 is a close second. And after that, I don't know what my third favorite Call of Duty is.
Emergency meeting. Subscribe.
But yeah, like, Call of Duty is just a staple in the gaming community. It's the greatest. That's really all there is. It's better than Battlefield. Battlefield does not compare. Number 5. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Assassin's Creed. Once again, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Assassin's Creed 3 is my favorite one. That was my favorite. I played everything. I played all Assassin's Creed up to, I think, Rogue. I think it was Black Flag then Rogue. I think those are the last 2. I don't know if I finished Rogue. I'm not too sure. It's a good chance I didn't. I don't remember why. I know Black Flag, I almost didn't finish it because it was some ship mission that I just couldn't beat. I couldn't beat it for a long time. I tried for weeks to beat that mission. Finally beat the mission years later. It was a few years ago. I went back and played that shit. I might have played it from start to finish, to be honest with you. Beat it. I realized I was on the mission that I couldn't beat. and I beat it in like maybe a couple tries. It didn't take much. And I was like, damn, why was it this easy this time? That was great. But Connor in Assassin's Creed 3, boy, my boy, run around with that hatchet, bro. Amazing. And then number 6. Now this is really, really niche. I don't really like racing games. I don't like a lot of them, like Forza or some of the Need for Speeds. Mainly Forza. I'll say Forza for real. I feel like they try to be too realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's cool, a racing game, cars, realistic, whatever. I think the more realistic the game is for racing, the more you probably should just get one of those. But yeah, get you like the pedals and the steering wheel, bro. I think you'll do a lot better, to be honest. All the other shit is mid as fuck. This game is called Split Second. It's my favorite racing game ever. I'm not gonna go into specifics. I don't know. It's like a racing game. You can knock out the other racers if you like hit them into a wall or something like that. Or it was great. It was great. Number 7. Now this was a childhood gem, a pure gem. If you're my age, maybe a tiny bit younger, definitely a little bit older, you played a game called Sonic Riders. When I tell you this game was so much fun to play as a kid, I was playing this on the GameCube. That's how old this game is. On the GameCube, so much fun. The story mode was great. The tricks were great. Just the maps were great. It was phenomenal. Number 8, Naruto Ninja Storm. It was a great game. My favorite person to use was Rock Lee, because the way you get to juggle people in the air was just so much fun. The way the game works, the cancels and stuff that you could do, it was great. Ultimates were great. The team up ultimates were great. Number 9, another childhood gem. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 has been the greatest game I've played in my entire life. That game, I played it on the Wii. Keep in mind, I played it on the Wii. I didn't have it on PlayStation. So I'm doing real life Kamehamehas at the TV. Really feeling like Goku. Doing a real life Big Bang Kamehameha on some Gogeta shit. Or Vegito, whoever did it. I think Vegito. Who cares? I'm going to add Sparking Zero to that. Because basically the same game. Just updated. Looks a lot better. A lot of new people. I love that game. I love it. I love it. What I really liked about Sparking, playing it on a controller rather than like on the Wii, like using an actual controller, it was so different for me. So it was like I was playing the game. It was almost like I was playing the game for the first time again. When I realized how difficult the game was, I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice because it's just so much. It's so intricate and so many layers to the game. That it's like you could just learn forever. You could always learn something new on that game. I love a game that's difficult but fun because it makes you want to get better. Another childhood gem for me. Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, I don't care. It was so much fun playing those games. That game introduced me to people like Moon Knight. My boy Moon Knight right here. Introduced me to Moon Knight, maybe Daredevil. I'm not 100% sure. Wow, that's crazy. Moon Knight and Daredevil. And that's my background. Tough. But yeah, it introduced me to a lot of like characters I didn't know about in Marvel when I was younger. Because of course everyone knows Hulk, everyone knows Spider-Man, Wolverine, But it put me on to people I didn't know about, and I was like, damn. Because I saw Moon Knight, I saw the fit, the concept of it. It looked dope as fuck to me as a kid. So ever since then, I love Moon Knight. Great story. Sometimes I kind of want to go back and just sit there and play the whole thing again. Number 11, we got 2K. I'm not going to say any specific 2K16. But 2K was phenomenal. It was a great game. It honestly still is a good game overall. It's just, the people that are making the game, 2K, they're getting so fucking greedy from what I'm hearing. I haven't bought a 2K game in... Oh, wow. I don't think I bought a 2K game since 2018. A good reason as to why I don't really play 2K much is because, it's 2 reasons. One, it just makes me sleepy. It makes me kind of sleepy. And apparently it does that for a lot of people. I didn't know that, but I'll tell somebody that 2K makes me sleepy, And they're like, oh yeah, I heard such and such say that, or I heard this person say that, or yeah, me too. But for a game that's constant and never stops, I think it's weird that it makes you sleepy. I think it's just because you watching these niggas running back and forth is making you tired. It's just, I don't know. 2K is a staple. It really is. Huge community behind it. I didn't play because it made me sleepy, and then the other reason is because the people that play the game, I think all of you have like insane egos for no reason. Now I understand that you don't want to lose a match, right? If I want to go to the park and play with real people, which keep in mind, there's gonna be a third reason I don't like this game, which really goes for all sports games. But another reason I don't like 2K is like the motherfuckers, they be so sweaty and such tryhards and big egos that if you come to the park in a base uniform and you get in a spot to wait for the match to end so you can go up next, and you'll see people get off the spot because you're in a base outfit, is crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry, I don't feel like wasting my money on a virtual fucking outfit. How dumb do you sound? Like think about what you're doing, bro. You don't want to play with this person because they have on a regular, ordinary gray sweatpants with a brown t-shirt. Now, they can 100% give you something that looks better than that bullshit. But there's no fucking way you're not going to play with me because of the outfit that my character has on. You sound like a fucking loser. I don't care. There's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. You all have egos and you're stupid. I don't care. I don't care. You keep buying the same game, spending all this money on it. People don't even grind 2K anymore. They just spend a shit ton of bread on the same game. Like, y'all will buy the game that's like $70 and then spend like $200 on the character. But next, we got Madden. You're not going to see FIFA in this list. You're not going to see MLB. You're not going to see UFC. I'm pretty sure those are the only sports games you're going to have on this list. I'll count NCAA as well because it's basically the same thing. It is the same thing. I like Madden, but I don't. Madden is cool. It's just a game that I never really buy. I've bought Madden 2012, 15. I think that one had Calvin Johnson on the cover. I've only bought those two games. Honestly, it's possible I didn't even buy Madden 12. My brother might have bought that for his game, and I just played against him in that game a lot. I won most of the time because I'm that nigga. Madden's cool. I'm not a big fan of playing Madden, but when I do play it, I usually put belt to ass. My boy Fetty, he been telling me to download NCAA for like a year. And he told me NCAA and Undisputed. He would be like, well, you need to download NCAA so I can whoop your ass. Or you need to download Undisputed so I can whoop your ass like I would in real life. I downloaded both of those games the same day. Whooped his ass in both of them. Ain't no way you've been asking me to play a game for a year and I play it for the first time and put belt to your bahookie, nigga. Stop it. Get some help, Fetty. Yeah, I'm calling you out. 13, I'm sorry. GTA. I genuinely don't have to say anything. Grand Theft Auto is one of the, not necessarily in my opinion, but like statistically, it's the greatest game ever. Like, people love that shit. The fact that people are still buying copies of GTA 5 11 years later is insane as fuck. That's crazy. Like, that game is over 10 years old. People still play it religiously. And then all this anticipation for GTA 6 is just making it... It's just giving GTA even more hype. Motherfuckers was talking about GTA 6 when GTA 5 was, like, still in its prime. I remember motherfuckers talking about, like, oh yeah, in GTA 6... you're going to be able to go to the entire United States. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? People saying like, oh yeah, each state is going to be its own server. They were doing too much with the speculations. Like, the whole United States is crazy. You know how much driving you're going to have to do? Fortnite. Another game where I really don't have to say much of shit. It is extremely iconic, but I do need to say that that's also a game that I was never great at. I started late. I started Fortnite in like season 7. Because I'm not one of those type of people that, like, see something that's, like, really blowing up on the internet or super popular. It's a crazy trend. I'm not the type to, like, see the trend and immediately, like, go do it myself as well. I didn't give a fuck about Fortnite for almost about a year. I didn't play any of that early Fortnite. I wish I did, because when I started Fortnite, I was behind everyone. I was having the roughest time playing that game, especially building. I've never been good at building. I think I have maybe one or two decent, even halfway decent edit shots. I'm the worst editor you'll ever see. I'm the worst builder you'll ever see. I'm terrible, especially nowadays. Chopped. I'm the worst Fortnite player. But I played for a while. I played for a good while. It was for a long time. It was kind of the only game I would play. Fortnite was great. It's iconic as fuck. People are gonna talk about it till people my age die. We're probably gonna still talk about Fortnite for some reason. 15. We got Jump Force. If you know what Jump Force is, then you either have one of two reactions right now. It's either, damn, this dude's insane, and you might just click off the video from hearing me say that because you think I just said some dumb shit. But I think Jump Force is in my top 20 because of how much potential it did have. And also, I think, now, of course, Jump Force could have been so much better. Especially if they kept the game up now. Like, that's the thing. If Jump Force sat there and took what they have with the game now and just refined it for like 2 years, bro, they could easily come out with the greatest anime game of all time. They could add the Demon Slayer, My Hero. Well, I think they got some My Hero people in there. Had, whatever. But, they did. They had Deku. I remember Bakugo and stuff like that. But, like, it was such a great game with such an amazing concept that should have been out a long time ago. I think the most part, it was like visually ass and a little weird. The story mode was, I just know it had a shit ton of potential. I wish I could play that game to this day. My nephew is 11. He remembers us playing that game years ago. And he still asks me about it every now and then. He'll be like, hey, what was that one game with all the anime characters from a bunch of shows? I'm like, Jump Force. He's like, yeah, it's Jump Force. Can we play that? I'm like, remember, we can't. So, that game was great. It really genuinely was a great game. Just needed a lot more work on it. And you know something like that's going to come out sooner or later. Like, something's going to come out that's going to top Jump Force through and through. Fact. We're going to go with Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Now, I said at 16... 17 is gonna be Spider-Man 1 and 2. The basically the whole PlayStation 5 Spider-Man series. Those 3 games are mwah, chef's kiss, literally. Like, it's phenomenal. I'm gonna just talk about both of those at the same time. Web of Shadows is probably the greatest Spider-Man game ever made. When I was a kid playing that game, like a bunch of games back then that I played, I played everything at like a surface level view, right? Like, I didn't know you could upgrade your characters in Ultimate Alliance or I think Web of Shadows you could upgrade, and I think it was another game on here that you could upgrade characters that I didn't know about. Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I think that was one of them too. I didn't know you could upgrade your person or your players. Oh, Fantastic Four. Back in the day when that like in like 03, 04. When it had the game come out, I played that on GameCube. I didn't know you could upgrade the characters. I didn't know that until like maybe a few months ago when I'm watching someone else play the video or play the game, and I'm like, you could upgrade the character. Did not know that. Did not know. Wish I knew as a kid. But yeah, the PS5 games, amazing. They're amazing. I really don't have to say anything about them. They're amazing. Mario Kart. Need I say more? There's nothing I have to say. Mario Kart is like a staple in almost everyone's childhood. If you had a Wii and you played Mario Kart, nigga, you had a blast every time. And then I'm also throwing Super Mario Brothers. Great game. Great game to play with your homeboys. Man, I don't know if you can have 4 people. I know you can have at least 2 people. But fucking phenomenal. I'm gonna throw in a couple honorable mentions, right? I really, really loved Sonic and Mario Olympics. I played that on the DS, I believe. Had a blast playing that game. Fun as shit. Pokemon. That was a great game. I kind of just thought about that off the top of my head. Pokemon was a great game. I played the hell out of that as a kid. I just overall have never been the biggest Pokemon fan. I just don't care about Pokemon for real. It's whatever. Transformers. The first Transformers movie that came out in like '08, there was a video game for that. I played that on I think it was the DS. Yeah, Transformers. That first game was amazing. I think there was two versions. I think there was the Decepticon version and the Autobot version. I'm pretty sure I had the Autobot version. I remember having a lot of fun playing that game. Another honorable mention, Splitgate. If you know what Splitgate is, then you're cultured. You're cultured, bro. That's all I really need to say. You're cultured, bro. Great game. Great game. Just didn't have a big following behind it. I know Splitgate 2 came out a couple months ago or something. I think I'll say this about Splitgate. Splitgate is one of the best games to get the hang of playing on mouse and keyboard, because the controls are really simple. I don't know. I think that's probably it. I might think of some stuff later on that I'm gonna wish I brought up in this video. Oh man, Spider-Man 2 from back in the day, like with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 video game, amazing. The video game and the movie, that's actually one hell of a feat, because a lot of movies used to put out video games for the movie that came out. A lot of them suck, especially more of the recent ones. I think the more recent ones were the worst, but you can see that they stopped doing that shit. So one thing I almost forgot to add, somehow, I don't know how I almost forgot to add it, because I play this game almost daily. Marvel fucking Rivals. I am having so much fun playing this game. I am so excited for the future of this game. I haven't played anything that's had me this locked in since, I don't know, probably Warzone or Apex. Like, I hate Overwatch, but for some reason, you slap a Marvel character on a remake of any game, it's automatic gas. Like, they're making a Marvel Tekken or Street Fighter or whatever. It's going to be top tier. Marvel is a cheat code. They are a literal cheat code when it comes to making video games. Of course, they make something that's bad. But this, plus they outsourced it to the Japs, you can rely on them to do anything correctly. I have so much respect for the devs of this game. They have made something that is truly a work of art. And you see clips every single day. The game's been out for months now. People are still learning new shit every day. Yeah, I mean, that's my list, bro. That's my list. It's a W list. If you played every game on that list, you're cultured. You're cultured as fuck. If you play most of them, that's what's up. That you tough, for real. If you played maybe only half of those, that means you're probably like half my age, bro. I'm 25, by the way. Great games, great video. Like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good day.